Pooped in the water?
Ew! That's illegal in Arizona.
No.
Yes.
Who says that?
That's illegal.
What are you talking about?
It's literally illegal.
Poop in the water?
Yes, it's a felony.
Get out of here.
No,
I'm
it
not
is.
a felon.
During a pandemic, if you poop in the water.
Oh, I'm a felon.
She fell for it. I'm stupid. Probably is. We're in a pandemic worldwide. You pooped in the lake. What's up, guys? Welcome to Catching Up with Genesis of Jen and Sis. I'm literally just gonna ramble on if you guys care about our life and what's been going on.
Hey! We're locked out.
Are we gonna film that? That's like if you want to know. My mom just wasted $5,000. They had no idea what we're talking about.
Let's just say I just dumped $5,000 down the drain about an hour ago.
We are actually breaking and entering right now. We're locked out and we're still filming the podcast.
Can't stop us. This isn't going to be season 2. This is catch up.
Hopefully next week we will have our equipment back. Our equipment is in quarantine still.
It's locked behind us. It's social distancing from us. It didn't feel comfortable coming out.
Okay.
What's up? What's poppin'? I'm
talk
fatter than the last time you saw me. She's skinnier.
I'm uglier.
No, you're not. Yes, I am.
No,
My
you are
taken
not
out.
uglier. You look so good right now. I was looking back at the whole podcast. Our Christmas season, we are pale and ugly. We needed to step it up Christmas season. We literally started off last episode 30,
Bragging about ourselves.
we are so consistent. We haven't missed a single episode, and here we are today to explain everything, to catch you guys up.
What happened?
Oh, the entire world went on lockdown, not just us.
I will say, it is not our fault.
Right. This was not by choice. No. But social distancing happened, quarantine happened, COVID-19 happened. We kind of had a social distance from our podcast studio.
We even social distance from ourselves.
Oh, I know.
But we were apart for like 2 months.
That's the longest we've been apart since I was in school.
Yeah, long time.
Yeah. It was just
we talked, FaceTime.
Yeah, every day.
House party.
It was just a different dynamic for every single person. Like, everybody was affected. So everyone probably has their stories. We'll touch base on like what our quarantine looked like in a little bit, but we want to explain where we are because we're not in the normal setup. And we're probably only going to be posting this as a YouTube video.
But truth is, we're locked out.
Yeah. Today was supposed to be season 2 Genesis podcast. Today is now going to be catching up what happened.
What happened and explaining what's coming.
Yes.
I guess.
So I'll tell you guys, me and Jay Clay, she picked me up. She's like, all right, let's get ready for the podcast. We got dressed up.
I got the shoes, but...
And we get here and we're locked out. For reasons we're not going to disclose right now. But we're locked out of our studio. We're actually in the...
What? I got the tuckies in. Oh, carry on.
We're in the Galleria, which is what our like entire building is called. But we can't get into our actual studio.
It's like the community area.
Yeah, we're in the community area.
And then there's individual offices, and we have like our own individual office, but we're locked out of it at the moment. And
our
we
key
tried contacting via email, via telephone. We can't reach anybody.
We're out of here.
So it was either going to be this or nothing. So
right. So we're improvising, adapting, overcoming.
Right. We were laughing because we said most people come back with season 2 being better than what they were.
Right.
But we're like, we're going to take one step back
to make 10 steps forward.
But then don't worry, we're launching forward.
Oh my gosh, there's just so much to catch up on.
You know what? I think they locked us out because, all joking aside, this is the last week that we have the space. So they're just angry at us.
Oh,
they're
maybe.
mad. So they're causing inconvenience.
Maybe. There could be a lot of different theories. So you guys know, if you've been watching us on our podcast, we always start off with what our high, low, and goal is. So what was last time?
Okay.
Which we guessed was, what, 2.5 months ago? Almost 3 months?
I think it was March 13th.
It's been a minute. When we first stopped our podcast, unintentionally, just because everything going on, we really had no idea the severity of it. We had no idea that the next week
we started talking about it. Like, and we were saying like that we believe it's real, but we don't believe it's as big.
We never thought it was going to really
what
affect
they
us.
were making it, and we didn't even realize how big it was because we were still getting together at that point. I remember me and Dad were still going out to eat. So your goal, you said that instead of seeing the gloom, you was going to see the blooms. So when it's a rainy day, you're going to look for the positives, and you is going to use your rainy days to be productive rather than pouting. Have you done that?
I would say for all of quarantine, my first week, I was going insane. I was crazy because I am somebody that I literally do not keep up with the news. I don't look at anything like that. I just never do.
You see, I'm the opposite.
I feel
when
like
something like that goes on, like when 9/11 hit and when this hit, I am like news crazy, all like 24/7.
And I feel like you're too much into it, and I'm too much out of it. So
somewhere in between us is probably where we're supposed to be.
I agree. So I never look at anything like that. And then when all this started happening, I was addicted to the news, and I started getting anxiety again. I started getting stressed out. I was getting overwhelmed for no reason. Now looking back on
it's the unknown.
It's the unknown that scares you.
Freaky. Yeah.
So in the beginning, I would definitely say that I did not reach my goal. I was gloomy. I was scared. I had no idea what was going on. I was panicking. I didn't like being away from my family. I didn't like being able to go and not go and do things.
We had a plan that, like, because we
had
hearing that possibly the internet was going to go out, like the whole world was going to end. So we had a plan of if X, Y, and Z happened, we were going to meet here and we were going to do this. I mean,
we loaded up on groceries. We did
bottles.
take precautions.
Yes.
And I lived in fear for
Everyone
a couple days.
should do that. Yeah, I don't know. I never really got scared.
I was for the first week.
Yeah.
But then after the first week,
he got a little
he's
scared.
what scared me the most.
I'm sorry, I do have to take this.
Yeah, for my goal, I would say that the beginning of it, I definitely didn't stick to staying positive. But honestly, as weird as it sounds, quarantine was like peaceful for me, and it was a stress relief. And I like had so much self-reflection. I really feel like I dialed in on what I really want. I was kind of just like chaotic before and just like going a million different directions. I actually was able to like get outside so much more, get more fresh air, just like have
you do seem that you have yourself more together.
I feel more mature. I don't like it though.
You don't?
No.
I do.
Hanging on my boyfriend too much.
Usually, whenever we ask you to do something, you're like, I can't, oh my gosh, I got
now I'm like
video,
begging you guys to do stuff.
You know, we're just like, okay, sorry we asked.
Yeah.
But lately, you've been very mature in getting stuff done. Maybe your time management got a little bit better?
I think my time management has got better, but I feel guilty now because I'm sticking to 2 videos a week. And I feel like I've been trying to be more on my Instagram. I'm trying to spread myself out more instead of being like...
You're doing a magnificent job.
I feel better, but I feel guilty.
Guilty for what?
Just like I'm not doing enough.
You trust me, you know you're doing enough.
I'm doing more normal.
I'm just going to say, you might not be doing it what you think is enough in YouTube, so to speak.
Yeah.
But that's because you're not doing just YouTube. You have YouTube, you have Instagram, you have TikTok.
Podcast.
You have a family, you have a relationship,
you
have a dog, you have your health, you have everything else.
I would say my goal overall for all of quarantine, I definitely reached it.
I think you've done okay.
What was your goal?
Although it's easy for me to say that because I haven't been around, just recently.
Every day you've been around me pretty much.
I guess on the phone. We've definitely kept in touch.
I reached my goal.
So
when I reached my goal?
My goal, I definitely did. Up until recently, and there's a reason why. My goal was that I was going to smile a lot more to, just strangers.
Right.
And I honestly do
I think
do that a
everyone's
lot.
doing that now.
But if you go in a place where you have to wear a mask, it's so hard.
True.
You don't know if someone's smiling, so I've caught myself now where
just staring at people,
or I nod hey, just because otherwise you could just be looking at someone and smile, and sometimes people's eyes change, and sometimes when I smile, you tell me if my eyes change.
But go like this.
Okay.
Now smile and don't smile. You're not smiling. You're smiling. You're not smiling. You're smiling. Your cheeks lift.
See?
Can you see mine?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Okay, so maybe people can't see.
I noticed that just in general, I'm being more sensitive and sympathetic to people, you know?
But I catch myself, this is back to we are weird. I don't know if I'm sure you're not doing what I'm doing, but the last episode we talked about how weird you was with how you make yourself say bad words sometimes and stuff.
Now, well, we're not even gonna go there.
Not gonna go
we'll
there.
save that for season 2.
But what I find myself doing I don't understand why we expose ourselves like this all the time. But anyways, I'll be in a mask and like I'll purposely like
What?
like I'll do weird things with my mouth
Because no one can
because
see
I
it?
know no one can see it. Or else I'll be like,
But overall, how would you say your quarantine was? Because I said I feel at peace. Like, what do you
I'm not gonna lie. Like I know marriages are being ruined in
No, I
you
know. Everything was better. for
My
me.
marriage is honest to God the best it has ever been. He come home a week before it really
Just
broke
randomly
out.
too.
Right.
Just to visit, right?
But he hasn't been home for months.
Yeah.
So I mean, when you're used to being apart, I mean, like it was like how we were seeing you. Like
Yeah.
we would see each other through FaceTime or like quick visits. We'd go to one of Austin's wrestling matches and meet up for like 2 or 3 days or something like that, and then we'd go back to our separate places. And a lot of times when people come back together like that, it's chaotic.
Yeah.
Honest to God, it's the best we've ever been in our entire lives, ever. To the point where it makes me sad thinking that
It could go
it
back
can
to
go
being
back to that. Yeah.
I felt the same way with Sam. Like, I won't. That whole first week was just, it was testy. It was
Yeah.
pushy. That whole first week, I feel like everything we
I'd
did,
say
we were
our first
bickering.
week was, and I think it wasn't more about you two or me and Dad. It was about just the not knowing
And
what to expect.
yeah, the
what's
stress
going
and
on.
everything.
Yes, I think that's what.
But me and Sam have been perfect too. Like, we've had more like drive, I would say. Like, this was like a big reset to just really plan out what we want to do. And we laugh, we joke around so much more. Like, you know Sam, he was very just like serious, and he joked around a lot more. His true colors definitely came out.
Yeah.
But my biggest
I like who like. Even like Dad and Sam's relationship,
I know.
They've
He's opened up
They're
so
like buddies
much.
now. You know what I mean? So it's
we go to
it's fun.
church for the first time. By the way, our church opened up, thank
Yes,
God.
last
And it goes FDD, my mom, me, and Sam, and then they're like leaning over us
on
to
the
talk.
outside
and we're
and
like,
talking.
Oh, there goes the best.
We were saying like maybe we should have let them two sit next to each other.
And my dad is not the type of person, like, if he doesn't like you, he's not going to
You're
take the time
kinda
to
gonna
talk.
know.
Yeah. All of my ex-boyfriends, I think he maybe have said a collection of 10 words to them.
Yeah.
And him
And it's
Sam's
not
full
it's
of
not
conversation.
because he's shy. It's just because it's
He just can't
he
fake
doesn't
it.
he doesn't want to invest time in something if he doesn't feel
Yeah.
it's going to be worth it.
Yeah.
Or there.
So what have you guys been doing all quarantine besides playing cards? Because I know that's all me and Sam have done
oh
too.
my gosh, we play cards. We did a little bit of hiking at first.
I'm
it's
like
too
over
hot to do
cards.
hiking now.
Besides Phase 10, I love
No.
Phase 10 now.
That's why I was 5 minutes late.
Oh
we
my
finished
God.
we finished a game of rummy before we came here. We played King's Corner, rummy, Phase 10. So we play cards,
Hiking.
we hike, we boat, jet ski, just chill.
You guys finished a show. You watched Ozark.
Yes, we watched Ozark.
I think honestly, quarantine was a good thing. I think it was God's way of just
Saying
giving
chill out.
people,
Yeah, and telling you like don't get too comfortable in your ways because just like that, and I mean,
Could change.
so is life.
And honestly, we're just so lucky that it did not affect us the way it affected so many other people. Like, it actually affected us positively.
I mean, yeah, I mean, listen, there's like within the business and stuff like that. I mean, it's definitely not going to be a record year.
Yeah.
Like last year was a record year. This year we were, it was projected to be even better.
Yeah.
But then this happened. So I mean, you just gotta roll with the punches.
I don't know about anybody else. Maybe mostly like millennials that don't have like full out secure jobs. I know that there's a bunch of millennials that are literally engaged, married. You guys have corporate jobs. Cool, good for you. But like a lot of people
Not
that are
the
still
lifestyle
trying to get their
chose.
life together, like me. I'm the richest I've been in like
And I'm saying, let me tell you
2
though,
years.
her you're way too hard on yourself.
I'm just
Your
ready
life-
to
yeah,
go.
no. I'm going to stop you because your life is together. It's just not
Fulfilled.
together the same way that X, Y, and Z have their life together. It's
No.
a totally
I'm
different
on the
life.
right path,
Yes.
but I'm not at my destination. I haven't reached
And
any
you know what?
milestone.
You're at Clayton. You will probably never be at you will never reach your destination.
I just want
Ever.
some progress.
You might not
Slow.
see that's her problem, and that's the Clayton thing. She has grown in everything. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, everything
but-
has grown. Her relationship, everything.
I get tested. I think we have.
Yeah, we might have a guest. Hello.
I have been tested because something will like to pop off and then it just stops abruptly.
Like what? What are you talking about?
Like my
you mean-
social medias.
Oh, right.
Like my TikTok, I literally told my family, I said, I'm packing my bags, I'm going. Like Hollywood's calling me, like who's coming, and then it just stops.
Just think of all the things that you were disappointed, like the most recent disappointments that you've had, like Big Brother. You was upset that Big Brother didn't continue.
I just saw Mrs. Robin tweet today, all semifinalists have been contacted, thank you.
Yeah, but again,
Just so you guys know, didn't even get a call back again from Big Brother. They're so fake.
they also didn't have. I'm telling you, she shines when she's in person, and that's every single time that she has
Ripping
gone
her out.
to a what are those called?
Open casting.
An open cast. In person, she has they love her from the beginning. She gets called all the time.
Only when I go in person.
Right.
Am I
But-
prettier in person?
1,000.
I don't
Yeah.
think so. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
No.
Yesterday, I was editing my video and I was like, oh, I kept showing Sam. I
Well,
was like, look
let
at me right here.
let
I
that
feel
be-
so pretty in videos sometimes.
I mean,
and
no,
then
you
see
are.
myself.
No, you
Don't
definitely are. But no, I don't know. I think a lot of it's your personality too, though.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
Do you think I'm different in my videos? I
No,
think I am
really-
a little bit.
You're
I was an amplified version.
you're a little more reserved in your videos, just tiny bit. But
Not as of lately. As of lately,
that's probably gonna shock a lot of them because they're just
full.
like, wait, this is her reserved? Yes,
Yeah.
believe it or not, this is her. I'm just a little. I mean,
but same with
honestly,
you. We're just creatures of nature.
I'm weird.
like we're just like too weird. Like we scare ourselves sometimes.
I'm about it.
I wrote down some things in my phone actually about what I did during my quarantine. So
Well, you didn't
I
send me the
came-
memo to do this.
like I said, I came up with a routine that I love. I have been making it a habit to have something planned every single morning that I look forward to. And that has been the biggest game changer in like helping me have better days. Like if you plan something, it could be as simple as for me having a coffee planned in the morning. Like that will literally make me so excited to go to bed, wake up and have my coffee. It could be that. It could be you have like, for me, for example, I have like a good idea for a video planned. Something planned for your day, it like makes your day better.
I'm just terrible at planning because I have 8 million
Yeah.
ideas and 50 gazillion things I
And
want
you
to do.
forget everything.
Where I just don't do it.
Home workouts are now my thing. I'm obsessed with them. I
Well, you
hated them at
kill
first.
them.
I started
She has
posting
them on
them
her
on my
YouTube.
on Mondays. So podcasts are gonna go up on Mondays from now on, and home workouts are gonna go up on
busy
Mondays.
Monday.
I thought at first at the beginning of quarantine this was gonna be a negative thing. I'm gonna lose my body, blah blah. Blah. I've been working harder.
Yes.
I've been enjoying it
consistent.
more. Yeah.
So I'm so proud of her.
That is the one thing.
Me, not so much.
My quarantine,
I'm back, but I've been back 8 times.
I've been snacking more my quarantine. I've never been a snacker.
Not me.
But I've been snacking more, but I've been working harder, I feel like. What else happened? Oh, Pickle got a haircut on quarantine.
Oh.
Gosh, if you have not watched that
You're
YouTube
calling
video.
it a haircut?
No, a buzz cut.
He went to the butcher shop.
Sam's the butcher. Sam started cutting his own hair over quarantine. He picked up a new hobby.
He does very well.
You should see
in
today's.
his own hair.
He cuts his hair like
Oh,
every 3 days. Today's is amazing.
Oh
It came
my
out, I was like, oh my gosh,
God.
that's a good one. But his ear was all chopped up. He said, I went, oh, and his ear was gushing blood.
Oh, God.
I started cooking a lot more. Still not amazing of a cook, but way better than I used to be.
I'm a terrible cook.
You and Dad saved how much money?
Oh, my gosh.
They saw
What
they
did we
saved like
save?
$5,000.
Oh, my gosh. Honestly, probably at least $3,000 a month.
That's insane. Me and Sam never
Probably.
really ate out that much to begin with, but
We were eating out 2 times minimum a day.
that's insane.
Every day.
Me and Sam would
A minimum of 2 times.
once a week max.
That's not including, like, if we would stop at Jamba Juice.
Yeah.
You mean
just like little
Starbucks?
things.
That doesn't include any
Yeah,
of that.
Starbucks
I'm
has
talk-
decreased.
Oh my gosh, no, my Starbucks has gone drastically
Yeah,
down.
me too.
And if Dunkin' Donuts does come out with a vegan donut, I'm gonna be hitting
I
them
gotta
up.
try it.
I hear it's in the works.
Oh, that sounds so
I'm gonna
good.
be hitting them up.
Another thing that happened is we went camping, like legit camping. I actually have a vlog on my YouTube channel. You guys should watch it of
That
our
was
boating
fun.
day and camping. It was so much fun because it was different,
The
but
end was the worst part.
it was just like
It had nothing to do with and it was nothing that could have been prevented. It was
Right.
just the weather. And
It was just-
by weather, we mean it was just too hot on the ride home.
yeah,
That's
because
all.
we drove the buggies there, and I had fun and
Uh-huh.
like It was
sucks
different.
It ended that way. That was the problem.
It was just like she said, just the wrong timing. But it was fun. We were cracking up the whole time. We were pretty much glamping, but we still, like, I slept in a tent. There was a brown recluse outside of my tent that night, and I didn't even notice it. Pickle had his jammies. It was a good time.
That was fun.
Yeah, we went camping. We are loving going on the boat and having lake days, getting sunshine. There's just something about having fresh air.
And we actually looked into getting a little campsite at the lake.
So we go camping, then hop on the boat.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, high-low goal at the end of our podcast, pretty much. I'm wrapping mine up all from quarantine for my high and low. My high for quarantine, pretty much already talked about it, but I feel more put together and I feel more like driven down a certain path. Before, I felt like I need to do everything and I need to like be the best at everything, but now I'm really realizing that I need to have fun with certain areas of my life. Like, my entire life is my business and my career.
Yes.
So I need to know how to balance having fun, having family time, having alone time, focusing on my relationship, really grinding with work, working out, and I'm doing better at organizing my time throughout all of those. So that's been my high. I've just been feeling like good, like finally just like really good.
Yeah. Do your high and your low, because mine go together, so I'd rather save mine together.
My low, what was my low? Oh, I wasn't invited on the boat 2 days in a row. Just kidding.
Oh.
No, my low.
No.
Oh, it's like the Krusty Krab video. The SpongeBob one with the Krusty Krab.
Let's go and say, wrap it up.
My low just happened last week. So we've been going on the boat, and my supplement that I've been taking for my digestive issues was working like a charm. I literally was cured. I was going number 2 every single day, 8 o'clock clockwork. I'm not even kidding. I was cured. I don't even care who's listening, and those dinners, whatever. I was pooping every day, 8 a.m. Felt amazing. I felt cleansed. It was amazing. Then my supplement ran out, and COVID back ordered my supplement, so I've had to take laxatives. And the other day on the boat, I wasted like literally a good 2 hours of my time in a tent pooping on the back of the boat, and it was rocking my boat. I'm not kidding, I'm bruised on my ankle.
Let me tell you what I did yesterday. I pooped in the water.
Ew! That's illegal in Arizona.
No.
Yeah?
Who says that?
That's illegal.
What are you talking about?
It's literally illegal.
Poop in the water?
Yes, it's a felony.
Get out of here.
No,
I'm
it
not
is.
a felon.
During a pandemic, if you poop in the water.
Oh, I'm a felon.
She fell for it. I'm stupid. Probably is. We're in a pandemic worldwide and you pooped in the lake. Yeah, my dad has his toilet for the boat, and there's a pop-up tub.
I did not.
Took a laxative the day before. I ate my Jimmy John sandwiches.
It's like a little dressing room. You open it up, and it's supposed to be a dressing room, but of course, FTD has to go above and beyond and get a portable toilet, which it is nice to have.
Very nice to have it. But that was my low. I was stuck in there for a good hour. My low was that my boyfriend cheated on me. I know. 0 world problem, not even first world.
And you think you're struggling in life.
All right, what's your high and low?
Okay, I actually have 2 high and lows, and they both go together. So I'm going to say 1 high, 1 low together, and then the other. Okay, my first low was that my father-in-law, FTD's dad, had a heart attack.
And a stroke.
Right. Well, first he kept complaining that his chest was on fire. So he went I dropped him off to the hospital, and keep in mind it's COVID, so I couldn't even take him in. I was able to take him into like the very beginning part, but then they asked me a couple questions because he couldn't even answer them, and then I had to leave. So it's like they come and get a wheelchair. Yeah, you're not allowed to go into the hospital at all. So I dropped him off, and that was about 2 months ago, and I still have yet to see him.
He's a trooper, though.
He had a heart attack. Then he had a stroke. Then he had double pneumonia. Then, I mean, he's had all kinds of things. Then he's supposed to have open heart surgery, so they sent him into a rehab. But then it was in the rehab is where he ended up with pneumonia. So they took him back out of the rehab, put him back into the hospital. The rehab's like a part of the hospital. So it's like still in the same place. It's just on the 3rd floor. Gotcha. But anyways, they took him out. But then just yesterday, we got a call saying that they got him back into rehab. And that's what I just talked with him, just saying that it's hard. But So it's a low and a high. The low is that he's in the hospital and he's
Has to be alone for all this time. He has a girlfriend.
Not seen anybody. And the worst part, I mean, he has very poor vision, so he can't see. So even like to watch TV or anything, he can't see anything. So he's literally just laying there,
and he's lonely and so sad. Like,
yeah, sucks. So and the goal is he's back in the rehab now to build strength so that he can have open heart surgery. We're hoping in about 3 weeks, give or take. So that's the goal for that. So again, it's a high and a low. The high is that he's back in rehab. So
and he's doing better. Like it's sad to say, but you really didn't even expect him to make it this far. It was bad.
It was very. It's still touch and go with him. He's still at a high risk. Oh, because he's also now he's on dialysis. You know, his kidneys failed,
and just being alone. Like imagine being in the hospital alone. Like I feel bad for people giving birth. I feel bad for older people. Like it's just so sad.
But like other hospitals are letting some visitors in.
I think they're going to start opening up.
I hope
it's phase 3 for our state.
So that was one high and low, and honestly, it was my biggest high and low. But another one of my lows that led into a high was we were on the boat having a great time. We pull into the boat. We pull in, and my job is to hop off the boat, go get the truck and the trailer, pull the truck and trailer around, load, like then Donnie drives the boat up and we load it and go.
She has to freaking pull that boat back up.
I told Donnie, I was like, I think I left my phone in the boat. And he's like, oh, okay. Well, I don't even know what happened. But then he's like, no, I don't have it. And then we're looking, how long?
Probably an hour.
A good hour. We went through the dumpster because Carissa threw trash away. It was a huge trash bag. I took every single piece out of the bag. Went dumpster diving.
Retraced all your steps.
Walked back and forth, like for an hour, literally. Walked up the dock, walked back, everything. No phone. Carissa tried to use the My iPhone app thing.
And it wasn't available.
It wasn't available. Somehow, some way, we talked with Austin. It was available for Austin, and Austin says, Mom, the bad news is...
it's in the lake.
Your phone's at the bottom of the lake, in the middle of the lake. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Next morning, I go out and I'm like, I'm going to check that boat just one more time. And Dad says, well, I'm going to call it. So we call it. Someone answers the phone and we're like...
when the night before Austin checked it, it said it was in the lake.
Yeah. So some guy answers it and he, Donnie's like, hello? Did you find my wife's phone? And he said, yeah, I actually did. And Donnie said, where was it? He says, it was in the water.
And show them your phone.
Yeah.
Her phone is freaking cracked.
The screen is cracked.
And it survived an entire night in the water.
Yes.
That's crazy.
It was a low to a high. We were just getting ready to go and get me a new phone. And I was punishing myself. I'm like, that's it? You're not allowed nothing higher than an iPhone 4 because you're irresponsible.
And she's literally the least irresponsible person. This never happens to her.
I have never lost my phone. I thought I was doomed. I was like crying the whole way home.
I don't know how it's still functions.
And like I said, I had myself punished. Nothing better than an iPhone 4. You don't deserve it. You're a brat. You're irresponsible.
I've literally lost like 10 phones.
I found an old phone that Dad used to use for the drone. It still had the home button,
Sam still has a home button.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't even know how to use it
anymore.
It was so weird.
Horrid.
And I was like, if I could get that, I was just gonna. I don't know. Long story short, I still got my phone.
Yeah.
So those are my highs and lows. Did you say your goal for this week?
No, you go first.
I forget.
I didn't write one. Our goal is to have a real podcast next week. So let's just tell them what to expect, and then we got to wrap this up. So
honestly, we don't know. We don't know.
We expected today to come in here, film our last podcast in the studio, say goodbye, start season 2 next week. The next couple of podcasts, it's probably going to be at one of our houses. We're just going to try to get our
randomized places.
Yeah,
I'm going to try to finagle my. It's not a wait. Is that a real word?
I think so.
Finagle. Hey Siri. What is the definition of finagle?
Finagle is an informal term. It means obtain something by devious or dishonest means.
Because finagle means like you're being sneaky. Like you're trying to try
I've been using that.
Supposed to do.
I've been using that word wrong all my life.
As long as if we have each other and a Starbucks, we're good.
That's all I need.
That's all we need.
And maybe some snacks.
Yeah. So yeah, looking forward to the future with Genesis Podcast. We want to start going into season 2. We have so many plans. You guys know we always do this. We're gonna come back better than ever, and every single time something happens. But that's just the truth and reality of us, and that's what we're gonna stick to. Is just being who we are, because for some freaking weird reason you guys like us. Well, most of you.
Let's say not all of you.
We have a select few. But yeah.
We know.
So that is the wrap up of our
plain nails.
Oh yeah, no nails, no eyelash extensions.
Oh,
a real tan.
A real tan.
My hair. Everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, where'd you get your hair done?" I'm like,
know.
"Quarantine sweets."
I mean, but honest to God, it does look.
It's
nice.
getting long. It looks ombre.
is.
I'm okay with it. My nails though, oh my gosh, I can't deal. I get dirt.
And
under
it's
them.
been free. Like, when's the last time you got your hair done?
It's literally been
8
about
months?
a year. It was August.
Wow.
Almost a year since I've been hair done. This is my natural color. Me and Sam have the same
August,
natural hair
that means
color.
July. How old are you gonna be in July?
No, we're saving that for season 2 because
She's getting old.
anything you want to wrap up the rest of the podcast with? Just expect more.
Just.
Did you fart?
No, I swear to Jesus. I did
whiff of
not.
egg.
When do I ever deny it?
Okay.
I feel bad. For
It went
whoever's-
away. I feel drunk. If you made it to this point, no one even commented.
I'm saying, if you made this point, share it.
If you made it to this point, I dare you not to do nothing. Don't
Go
comment.
ahead.
Don't share. We should do that. Like one of this podcast. Don't comment. Don't share.
Yes, please. Stop commenting.
Stop watching.
Stop sharing us. Stop liking.
All right, guys, that's
Might
the
not
end
be
of
able to
today's
get our
podcast.
equipment, but you ain't stopping us.
Like I said, don't comment, don't share. I just sat and these just got so much more baggy. My crotch just down to Jupiter. Look,
Jupiter?
these work so I sat and then sweating. We'll see you guys for season 2, maybe next month. Bye.